You know, most people walk right past this food every single day in the grocery store. It's cheap, it's frozen, it lasts for months in your freezer. And yet, it may be one of the most healthiest foods you can put in your body when it comes to your gut, your heart, your blood sugar, and your cholesterol, your cravings, as well as your weight and colon health. And I'm talking about right here. Frozen peas. And before you click away thinking, really peas? Listen closely because what's inside these tiny green foods is actually incredible. Most people today are severely lacking one thing in their diet. It's fiber. And that becomes a huge problem because fiber affects almost every major system in your body. And when you don't get enough fiber, blood sugar rises faster, insulin spikes harder, cravings increase, digestion slows down, bowel movements become so much more sluggish, you become more constipated, and the healthy bacteria inside your gut begin to starve. Because peas are packed with soluble fiber, and soluble fiber acts almost like a sponge inside the digestive tract. It absorbs water and forms a gel-like consistency that slows down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. Instead of getting that rapid glucose spike followed by an energy crash that leaves you tired and craving more sugar, the body absorbs glucose more gradually. That's extremely important because repeated blood sugar spikes over time increases insulin resistance. And what does that increase? Belly fat, inflammation, metabolic problems, along with cardiovascular stress. So, when you eat foods rich in fiber like peas, you help buffer those glucose swings naturally. And here is where it gets even more interesting. Peas also contain resistant starch. Resistant starch resists digestion in the small intestine and travels into the chid, where it becomes food for the beneficial gut bacteria. This is where the microbiome becomes incredibly important. Inside your digestive tract are trillions of bacteria that influence digestion, inflammation, immunity, cravings, metabolism, and even our mood. The healthy bacteria feed on fiber and resistant starch and produce compounds called short-chain fatty acids, especially one called butyrate. And butyrate helps nourish and protect the cell lining of the colon. It helps support a healthier intestinal microbiome as well as an environment. But when people eat heavily processed foods low in fiber, those healthy bacteria begin to die off. And that may affect far more than just digestion. Because many people don't realize that the gut and the brain are deeply connected. Your gut bacteria influences the signals related to your hunger, your fullness, inflammation, and even the neurotransmitters in our brain. This is one reason fiber-rich foods help people feel fuller longer. Peas physically take up volume in the stomach. It slows gastric emptying. It reduces those cravings naturally. And because they're relatively low in calories while being very high in nutrients and fiber, as well as low in the glycemic index, they become a powerful food for people trying to manage their weight without constantly feeling hungry. Now let's talk about constipation because this is one of the biggest issues people struggle with today. Many people are walking around chronically constipated and don't even realize how much it affects their body. When waste sits too long in your colon, people often feel bloated, sluggish, heavy, uncomfortable, and fatigued. Fiber helps pull water into the intestines. It softens the stool. It adds bulk and helps move that waste through the colon more efficiently. Think of it like a gentle broom sweeping through the digestive tract naturally. Another major benefit of peas is heart health. Soluble fiber can bind to cholesterol particles inside the digestive tract and remove them from the body before they're absorbed again. And peas also contain other important minerals like potassium and magnesium, and that supports circulation, nerve signaling, as well as muscle function. It helps your blood pressure regulation, as well as your whole cardiovascular health. And here is something what most people don't realize. Frozen vegetables are often frozen very quickly after harvest, which helps preserve the nutrients remarkably well. In many cases, frozen vegetables actually retain more nutrients, better nutrients, than just produce that sits for long periods of time during transportation and storage. So don't think frozen means unhealthy. In many cases, frozen peas are a fantastic choice because they're convenient, they're inexpensive, they're available year-round, and incredibly easy to add into meals. You can throw them into soups, salads, rice dishes, your eggs, stir-fry, or simply heat them up and eat them alone with olive oil and seasoning. Many people spend money chasing expensive supplements while ignoring simple foods that nourish the body naturally. Sometimes one of the best things you can do for your health is go back to real food your body understands. So think about it. You're getting something that's inexpensive, something that doesn't go bad, something that retains the proper nutrients, vitamins, minerals, something that can help your entire system function better, work better, heal better, which obviously makes you feel better and helps you live a happier life. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please share it with your friends and family. Leave your comments below, and most important, make it a great day.